Alright guys, and welcome back to another video. So today I'm gonna be using the Mevo Plus. I'm gonna try to play 9 holes and just give you an idea of how it is to play in either in your backyard or in an inside simulator. So I'm gonna give you a few pointers as far as E6. A lot of times, a lot of people don't understand why sometimes the ball went farther than usual, and simply is because the slope. So I'm gonna go over and explain to you over the holes as I play. Stay tuned. Okay, so the first hole is a par 4, 348 yards. I'm gonna use my driver and just try to get it out there. So see what happens. A little bit to the right, hopefully stay in the fairway. Okay, I got a little bit of roll, and normally what I do is I just try to see the next shot. And if you notice on the right side on the top, it says 7 inches uphill, so that's not going to change much. It's going to be pretty much level. 131 yards, so that will be a 9-iron for me. So what I'll do is just grab a 9-iron and then I look at the hole. I know it's a little bit to the right, the flag, the pin, so I know that I don't want to push it. So because I don't want to push it, then I'm going to try to hit like a little draw. I think I hit it just a little bit fat maybe, so it's going to be a little short. The line was pretty good, but I hit it just a little fat. So now I'm going to play it around the green. This is something where I struggle a lot when I miss the green. So it says 34 feet, 1 foot downhill, approximately 1 foot 5.5. So I'm going to use my 52, and here I'm just going to try to keep it low. That's what I've been doing. So I got a gimme range for 5 feet, so I have to get it close. Stop. Oh, that didn't check. So I must have hit it a little bit with the blade. Now I have a putt to save for par. So basically I just go into the mat right here, and I have 12 feet, which is about right there. But you do have to consider that it's a little bit 1 inch uphill, so it's probably going to play like 13 feet. Okay, so try to make this putt. Okay, that looks good. So before I continue, one thing that I would suggest is to look at the yards on the bottom and notice if it's uphill or downhill, because that will affect your shot. Obviously, if you're downhill, the ball is going to go farther. The same when you're in the green. A lot of times you just see, okay, 12 feet. But since you can't really clearly see if it's uphill or downhill, then it's going to give you right on the bottom 2 feet uphill. So that means it's not going to be 12 feet. You're going to have to hit it probably like 16 or 17 feet. So remember, you always have to look on the top side. Okay, so this is hole number 2, and this is a tough hole because it's 387 yards, par 4. But if you look on the bottom, it says uphill 34 feet. So obviously your drives are not going to go that far. So I need to hit a good drive in order to get it out there. So because if I don't, then I'm gonna have a second shot where I need to hit like a 3-iron or maybe like a hybrid or even a wood. So I'll try to get a good shot here. Okay, that was okay, not the best, and as you can see, it was quite short actually. I kind of didn't hit it very well. So in this case, I'm gonna have a very long second shot, 200 yards from the rough. So what I'll do there, I'm gonna use my 3-iron, try to keep it low and just get it close to the green. But then again, remember that it still says 24 feet uphill, so I can carry about 200 yards with my 3-iron, but I'm hoping that it will roll. So I hit this okay. but it's not gonna get there. So it's gonna roll, but it's gonna leave me about 20 yards to the hole, simply because I messed up on my first shot and my drive. My drive needed to be better. So I have 65 feet, slightly uphill. I've been working on this a lot, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try to just keep it low. Try to keep it low like that. I'll let it roll. And not bad. 12 feet is not bad for me. I could have done better, but I'm not fully disappointed with that. So I have a 12 feet again for par, to save par. Remember, look at the inches. It says uphill 3 inches, so take that into consideration. For me, this will be like a 14-foot putt. Okay, I didn't quite hit that well. I needed to hit it a little more firm, so I stay short. It's 2 feet to the pin, so that's going to be a gimme. And for this hole, it's going to be a bogey. So if I look at the score, if I don't want to go into the scorecard, I can just simply look on the top left hand side, and it says +1. Okay, so hole number 3 is 155 yards. The pin is all the way in the back, so I'm going to use my 8-iron and hopefully try to get it close to the pin. So I know that I don't want to lose it too much to the right because there's water, so I'm going to try to play a draw. Keep that a little low, and I'm going to miss that to the right, to the left. So just did not quite play it very well, I would say. I carry about 142 there, and I kind of pulled it a little. So now I have 56 feet, 1 foot uphill. So I'm gonna have to hit this firm. This is where a lot of people struggle because a lot of times it stays short. The way I find out is that once you have your proper mat, and you have to make a good contact. That's what I figured out in the end. As long as you can make good contact, it will take you there. It will go that far. So. Okay, so I have to hit that hard, and that was a great putt actually. So it took me to 4 feet, and I have it set at 5 foot gimme, so it's going to give me a par for that one. Okay, so we go on to hole number 4. I'm still 1 over, 352 yards. The only problem that this is going to be uphill, so we have 24 feet uphill. So I have to take that into consideration. So I need a pretty good drive again. So just a little pressure to get a good drive. I'm not quite long with my driver, so I do have to get good, make good contact. So. Okay, this one should be okay. I think I hit it a little bit to the left, but it was a pretty good shot considering the uphill slope. So a little close. I got obviously all my information there. That is always useful to see when you're playing. So I have 41 yards, 15 feet uphill. So I'm gonna play my 8-iron, but I have to play it full. And I see that the pin is very close to the left. So if I pull it, I'm gonna end up outside the green. So what I can do here, I can just move the marker slightly to the right and decide to play maybe a little draw. But I'm playing fades too, so I'm just gonna try to hit it straight. But just in case, if I miss if I pull it, I don't want to end up too much on the side of the green. So I'm gonna use my 8-iron. Have to hit it full swing here, full 8-iron, because it's playing like I would say 145, I think. So. Okay, I don't know if that's gonna get there. I caught it a little heavy, I think. Oh, that was great, but just barely missed the green. Barely missed the green. So now, actually, I'm glad I did that, because I can tell you, when you're outside the green, A lot of times here you have to look and say where you are. It will tell you. So you're in the fringe, so it makes absolutely no sense to putt it because the fringe is going to be a little mushy. So if you putt it, you risk it might not even read it well, in my opinion, from my experience. So what you have to do, unfortunately, I have to play a little. I'm gonna play a 60 because you're barely just literally 10 feet. So which means like it's not even to the end of there. So actually it's a good time to test the unit. So I got a 60. I'm barely gonna touch this. Okay, so I barely touched it and it did that. That's incredible. Let's see exactly how far it went. It says that it went 7 feet and it carried 9 feet. So it's, yeah, that's about right. That's amazing, guys. That's why I always say that this unit is very accurate. So anyway, so I got that and that gave me an automatic par because it was about like 2 feet. So okay, guys, so those were just a few holes, but the point that I want to make is that you have to be careful when you play in these simulators because it's not just a matter of hitting, knowing your distance, and you know, maybe you hit your 7-iron and didn't go 160. You're like, oh no, wait, it's not right because mine, I carried 160 and it went 140. The software does take into account where you are, you know, especially when you play a course. There's going to be downhill slope. With the E6, I normally play the Viara course because there's other courses that there's one that they take you to the mountains. So basically there you're gonna hit your 7-iron. For me, I hit normally 160, 155, 160. My 7-iron there is gonna carry like 180, but it doesn't mean that I hit 180. It just means that I'm in the mountain course in altitude. So that's why I preferred just getting used to my standard distances and playing in flat courses, just because I want to get used to my actual distance, and then obviously I can apply that here too. I do play mountain courses, but so do take that into consideration. I've seen a lot of videos where basically they have a slope downhill and they're showing you, look, I can hit over 300 yards, and you know, I can do the same because I carry about 230. But if I'm going to be playing in altitude and then on top of the altitude there's a slope downhill, your drives are going to go way more. So anyways, when you do play in the simulator on E6, make sure you look at that. You're not going to carry the same when you're playing uphill because it's true. This is, you know, they're trying to make it as realistic as possible. Mevo Plus with their new Pro package, I think they've done something great there. I'm not sure if before it was the same, but obviously once you upgrade you can go back, but I feel like everything is just, as you can see on that little chip, is perfect. I mean, it gives me peace of mind as far as, you know, being reliable, and when I go out in the course it's about the same. You know, I know I do the same mistakes here that when I go on the course. All right, guys, so that was it for the video. I hope you enjoy it. Make sure to leave a like, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure to do so just over here. Thanks for watching, guys. Until next time.